Sunday morning in Feltham, the first opportunity that I've had to go to a Brocante, and I'm looking for some goodies. As I'm a collector of some toys, I was very interested over to the right on the tin railway station, but unfortunately it was €100, so it was a no. So what did I buy? So I went to the Brocante with a purpose. I had a list of things that I was looking for, and this was top of my list, and I managed to get it. Linen tablecloth. I think it was probably a sheet at some point, but it's really nice, and it's got some initials on it, not my initials, PB. But the good thing about this one is there's no stains. It's some beautiful tablecloths, but a lot of them are really heavily stained. So lovely linen tablecloth to go on the dark oak table. The table's really dark, so I just needed a tablecloth to go on it. So that was top of my list, and I'm really happy with that. The next thing I was looking for, an advertisement mirror to balance up one that I've got in the kitchen. I'll put a picture down here now of the opposite side I needed it to go. So I bought this. It's quite kind of 60s, I believe, but I'm going to paint the frame black. So it's advertising milk choco. So I'm really pleased with that. That was another thing that was on my list. And again, they're quite hard to find. The next thing, there was a bit of a language problem. I saw this next thing and immediately thought, I really want that. I've got a space for that. It's really brightly coloured, and I really like it. So I'm learning French, but I have a big problem with the numbers. And I asked how much this was, and it was €1,000, over €1,000. So I just had to walked away. And then I kind of walked past again, and there was a note saying everything on the stall, €10. So I went back again. What the gentleman was actually saying was it was made in 1945. However, it was €10. So I got this. It's really nice. Not everyone's cup of tea. It's a cross stitch. What I really like about it is it's really lovely coloured, brightly coloured, and it's going to go above the sofa on a very sort of plain plastered coloured wall. So really pleased with that. The next thing, I collect busts, so I bought these two. And they will join my collection. And finally, I bought a grate for the fire, which is upstairs and too heavy, but I'll put a picture of it down here. Work has continued on the hallway this week. These are pictures of how the hallway used to look. There was a washing machine in the hallway. This is what I called the corridor of doom. There was a macerating toilet behind a shower screen, and the only tap in the house was in the hallway. I spent a lot of time thinking about the colour for the hallway because all of the rooms lead off of the hallway, obviously, and I didn't want it to be they needed to flow. With 8 doors coming off of the hallway, along with loads and loads of skirting, it feels like it's been months of sanding and filling, continuous dust. I've got through several hoovers from all of the dust, and days and weeks of sanding and painting. I've bought so far, just for the doors and the skirting, 15 litres of paint, and I am almost there with the hallway, but not quite. So with the walls done onto the floor isn't going to be replaced, but it is going to be refreshed. So first of all, picking out all of the old grout, because a lot of it was crumbling and decaying. And then it was over to Super Null to regrout the whole floor. That took a day, and once that was done, I had to clean the floors. And this is the point when I started to question my life choices. But it was worth it. The rugs for the hallway arrived, and although not finished, here is a very sneak preview of the back hallway. I've spoken about the post in France many times before, but it is so good. The post lady will arrive, she will bib her horn if there's a parcel that won't fit in the post box and leave it here. If, however, it will fit in the post box, she'll leave letters and parcels in there. She has a key to it. So I walk down to the post box every evening, that's the barn over to the right, and collect the daily post. The service in France for post is fantastic. Update on the cows, they are getting used to me. Here is 7094 eating blackberries. And later on in the afternoon in the other field, there is some apple picking going on. So all I can say to that is, anyone for apple and blackberry crumble? In a house this size, any job takes so much more time. I wanted to change these chairs that are on the terrace on the ground floor for the furniture that is on the balcony on the top floor. This is quite a task in a house this size. Up and down the stairs 5 or 6 times, 45 minutes later, with a few breaks in between, and it's finally swapped over. Work also started on the fireplace in the winter salon this week. I'm going to have a wood burning stove installed. I've said it before, I don't know how this house has not had a fire accident. There was lots of inappropriate materials, a little bit of asbestos as well. This has been completely cleaned out. The fireplace, the marble surround is in good condition and can be put back together with resin, and the person installing that is going to do that for me. So installation of that will begin next week. I've had difficulty sourcing some older style bricks. I have managed to find them, and as I said, the installation will start next week. Off to the paint shop in Guéret to get the exterior paint. I started off, although I need more, with 15 litres. They originally recommended a D3 paint, which is guaranteed for 25 years. I will not be at the house in 25 years. I can confidently say that because my knees won't allow me to get up the spiral stairs in 25 years' time. So I opted for a 15-year guarantee paint, and they even carried it to the car. I cannot recommend this shop enough. So helpful.